want to tell you guys, we're sorry it's been so long. We've been running around, no excuse. You deserve content. We want to make sure we update our content. And in order to make up for that, we wanted to talk about the topic of consistency.
Her side, in a dating world, I think the way you show consistency is your words meeting your actions. Like, anybody can talk, but the stuff that comes out of your mouth, it should be reflected through your actions. If you're telling me that, baby girl, I'm gonna do this for you and I'm gonna do that for you and I'm gonna be the best man ever in the world, like, it's cool and all. You know, it sounds great, you know, anybody could spew out poetry, but are you doing those things? Are you being consistent? Because a lot of people start in the beginning, they have the little, you know, show face, and they give you something good while you're dating. You're just like, oh wow, this is amazing and he is so good. But later on, once y'all in a relationship, those things slow down and sometimes stop. Just continue to do whatever that you're doing in the beginning. As a married couple, sometimes we fall short of those things, and it's not because we don't want to. It's because we have a family and we get so tied up in kids and work, and we're tired. We're trying to stay fit, but it's just like, dang, like, you know what, we haven't did this in so long. We find that it kind of takes a toll on a relationship because, you know, we're not really making time. You make time to do those things. Don't stop dating. Don't stop surprising your partner, telling them that you appreciate them, having bubble baths together. Like, you know, it doesn't seem like much, but it feels good to know that those things that you did in the beginning, you still have those things now, and that keeps you strongly bonded. It's important. So be consistent, guys. All right?
I would just say being consistent is just really being who you are from the beginning and staying that way throughout. Now, people change, which is okay. Growth happens. You should change as you grow. Because nothing's more frustrating than thinking you know somebody and then they change up on you. So one of the things about my wife, I tried to be very consistent with being honest, regardless of how blunt it may seem. And one of the things I think she said was, I really appreciate it because you were honest and you've always been honest. I can say beyond a shadow of a doubt that I know who my wife is, based off of the patterns and the things that she has constantly and consistently done that haven't changed, haven't deviated, broken, bended, or anything. I think when a lot of people go through issues in a relationship, it's really because the person that they are dealing with really wasn't consistent, because you're really just dealing with a representative. Kind of like when you go for a job interview and they tell you, are you ever going to be late? And you say no. The first 3 months or 90 days, whatever that period is to get you in a job, you're never late. But then after that, you go to being whoever you really are. I always believe that you only need to strike oil once in order to get rich. What does that mean? I tell my wife every day I love her. Every day. Even before I say some ridiculous stuff out my mouth, I said, babe, I love you, but you only need to strike oil once. Meaning, I know that 99.9% of the time when I tell my wife I love her, she's just like, yeah, babe, I love you. You know, just kind of like, ugh. But I also know that 0.01%, when she's at her lowest, she's not feeling good, something's going on, she's questioning what's going on between me and her, maybe we're distant, and I say I love you, that's me striking oil, because that's when she really needs to hear it. And I can't figure out when she needs to hear that I love her. I'm not that smart, I can't read her mind. But I know if I consistently do that every day, then again, one day, I'm gonna strike oil. So for me, some of the things I said, babe, were that consistency for me was just being who you are from the beginning to the end. Yeah. Meaning, I always felt that, you know, when you deal with people, especially dating, leading up to marriage, and even in marriage, sometimes you deal with people who aren't consistent, so you never really know who the hell they are. But I've always been consistent about being truthful to you, because you deserve to know who you're dealing with. Life is a long time to hold a lie, and I'm not that good.
Yeah, true. Continue to do the things that you did in the beginning. Don't stop those things. I know sometimes we get so wrapped up in our day-to-day basis and our kids and work and stuff, and you really have to take that time. You don't need money for it. You know, it could be something as simple as taking a bath together, you know? So just remember those things that, you know, gave you those, gave you puppy love in the beginning.
Bubbles.
Anyway.
I said that you only gotta strike oil once to be rich. One of the things I said was that I always tell you I love you every day. And I said that because I don't know what day in your life that you really need to hear that. And again, that's one of the benefits of being consistent. It doesn't take much.
That's
I love
so
you. Just 3 words.
You never know when you might need to hear, I appreciate you, I love you, thank you. Those words, it don't cost anything, and it's so important. And sometimes we feel like, well, they know these things because I do all this stuff for them. Like, just be verbal. Keep it going, guys.
And if you ever wonder whether or not you're being consistent, just look at the last 2 weeks of your life and the relationship you've been dealing with, and then look at the beginning and ask yourself, what's the difference? And if there's no difference, you're being consistent. But if there is a huge difference, then I think you realize that you're not being consistent. And don't point a finger at your spouse and say, you're not doing this, you used to do that. Look, just worry about controlling what you can control, and what you can control are your actions. I cannot control my wife. I learned that a long time ago. She made sure I understood that from the beginning. Also, be consistent in the things that make you happy. What makes me happy is being around my family, being my wife. So no matter what, I'm trying to be there. That's all I got. You got anything else, baby?
No.
All right. This has been His Side,
Her Side,
and the truth.